And it's Aloha Friday.
Oh, yeah. Roll gang.
Roll gang.
What is poppin' this morning? Good morning, Roll gang.
Roll gang.
I have the most wonderful guest this morning here.
Thank you.
Journey is live with me for this Fuck Yeah Friday edition of
Fuck
the
yeah,
Weekday.
Friday. Let's go. Full
Thanks
send.
Rolling through.
Of course.
How was the ride?
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was like 30 minutes to get here, which is fine. But
Yeah.
I'm also half dead on the freeway. Just going.
Just rolling.
Just rolling. On the way to come roll game with you guys. So.
Fuck yeah. Yo, I'm so excited to have you here for this episode of the Weekday Wake and Bake. If you guys don't know Journey, then most likely you're probably out of town because she's fucking famous here.
No.
The nominee for the Las Vegas Cannabis Awards Brand Ambassador of the Year.
And Female Entrepreneur of the Year.
Yo, honestly, and Female Entrepreneur of the Year.
Yeah, and the Brand Ambassador nomination was my second year in a row, too.
Oh
so
my
I was
goodness.
nominated last year.
Yo, well, like, it's kind of obvious, because you are the premium of good at your job.
Am I top tier?
You know what I mean? Yeah, top tier.
Am I that $60 eight?
Top fucking shelf. Yeah, but not only that, yo, like, you just gave me this unbelievable, beautiful medallion. You guys gotta look at
He's
this.
gonna show y'all.
Look at this. I am going to be repping this all the time. So, believe it or not, Roll Gang, Journey fucking made this.
Yes, I do.
What the hell?
This little drippy drip, you probably can't see it very well.
So good. At Spark the Journey on Instagram. Yo, these medallions are like the industry swag pieces.
They are pretty swaggy.
How the fuck do you do it? Like, do you look at real product whenever you're...
Actually, no.
Like...
No one's ever asked me that. I actually don't.
You don't?
I just do it based off of, like, what I think, like, the, like, most neutral color is, like, the most average color. And then the texture, I just, like, I've smoked so much dabs, I honestly don't really need to, like, have it right there in front of me, but maybe I should for inspiration.
I don't know. You do it perfect. I honestly would have guessed that you do. Like, that you match them next to each other. They look so real. I
do a lot of, like, color blends, too, so all of them are going to be, like, a little bit different of a shade. And so they're all different. I'm hand-making all of them. But it started because I have a resin business. And so I started this resin business for, like, resin art and, like, smoke accessories and all of that about a year and a half ago during COVID. And I was doing ashtrays, I was doing rolling trays and keychains and earrings and necklaces. And then, to be honest, I realized that everybody was wearing those nug necklaces. And I have a couple of those nug necklaces.
Yeah, I've seen
but
those.
I'm a dabber.
Yeah.
Like, every morning I'm dabbing. And so I wanted to make a little dab necklace because at that time I had not seen one before. And then I made one for myself personally. And then people started to like it. And I was like, oh, you want one of these? Like, I just made this for myself.
People like it.
And then people freaked out that I made it myself. And so, yeah, so you can buy your own Spark the Journey items, leaf keychains and pendants at Jade Dispensary on DI. So shout out to Jade.
Yo, guys, roll through Jade. I don't know if there's, like, so the industry has very limited swag items right now.
Yeah. Very limited. Especially handmade, like, local artists as well.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Like, I don't know. Whenever this is probably my favorite piece of jewelry that I own now.
You don't have to say that.
No, I don't own much jewelry, but, like, it's really such an, like, we're prideful about our industry.
Yeah.
Like, we really, you and I identify with our jobs.
Yeah.
And like, to be able to wear this with pride and such a beautiful piece of memorabilia for the
And it's made with love. Every piece is made with love. I'm listening to music. I'm smoking, honestly, through the entire process of me making my art. And so it just keeps me in that kind of state of mind. Because I'm trying to put those, like, cannabis love. I'm honestly putting that like cannabis and love of cannabis and love in general into all of my pieces. And so it's only good energy. And so I'm repurposing these dab jars. So if you guys, by the way, have any empty dab jars, dirty, I'll take them dirty as hell. I clean them. I fully clean them and I turn them into art. So I'm like upcycling them and repurposing them and stuff like that. Because it's like nice glass. It's nice items, but it's hard to find things that are going to fit in here. So I can reuse them. So
no doubt.
Thought it'd be a good idea.
It's honestly genius because like they're so like they're nice jars.
Mm-hmm.
Like they will sell
like
you a
glass.
nice and then most people are throwing them away, but you've honestly found such a great niche to repurpose it.
Yep.
Do you wear one all the time?
Every day.
I think I'm gonna wear mine every day.
Every day. Like I've swam with this. Like I literally have.
It's waterproof.
Waterproof. Even the sticker, I'm like all of it. It's fine. Yeah.
Let's go.
It's glass.
Yeah.
And then this is epoxy resin. So epoxy resin can literally be in all kinds of conditions. I think it can't get heated to like maybe it can't be like over 150 degrees or something like that. But unless you're walking into a furnace, I think we're gonna be okay.
Yeah. Literally.
Just walks into do a little test.
Hey, it's pretty close here in Vegas sometimes. I mean, we're getting
That's
there.
so true. I got in my car yesterday and my car said 127 degrees.
Oh!
But I don't think that obviously probably wasn't the temperature of the day, but I think my car measures the internal car.
Yep.
When I turn it on.
Yeah.
And so it said 127 yesterday.
Holy shit.
I got in and I was like, this is the end. We are actually in hell right now. But it's cool.
Real life hell.
Yeah, literally. That's
Yo. I appreciate this necklace so much. Like I'm so fucking hyped to don this and rep your brand. But like you represent this brand called Rove.
Yes.
And basically it is the master of the cartridge.
Yes.
Agreed?
Agreed.
So
I was gonna be humble about it, but I'm like, that's not my point. But yes.
No, like actually, it actually.
Yeah. Like
you gave me that dab at the
Cat Mansion?
Yes, that was it.
I was like, that was the most recent one.
Yo, I was having trouble remembering.
I served up at a lot of different events, but Cali Mansion was a good time.
That was a fun.
If you guys are at Cali Mansion, comment down below.
What was that? It was like Dream. You gave me a dab of some. It was called Dream, right? Mm-hmm. Yo, this stuff tastes like straight candy.
See, if you like Dream, you would love Punch.
Punch? Can I give it a go?
This is my favorite. This is my favorite Black Box Rove cartridge. Full sativa, mood boost. Our flavor profile says like watermelon citrusy, but I think it kind of tastes like a watermelon hubba bubba, like one of those tape rope gums. I know, and it's a mood boost. It's my daily. That's my daily smoke, and that's why I have it on me literally right now. That's my daily smoke. I take it out with me when I go drinking. It just kind of like makes you feel good, and it's known to be like an antidepressant. Yeah. Yo. It's a mood booster.
That is so fucking good. I can't even give the taste words. Yeah. It's sweet and
Punch
like
and then dream.
Punch and then dream.
Yep.
Yo.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. It's so hard too.
And I put it to the middle heat setting, by the way. That's my preferred heat setting for the Rove cartridges. Because it's made with, we use CO2 to extract instead of butane. That's why our price points also are a little bit higher. But it's because you're getting a higher quality oil. Yeah. And so when you're going to smoke it, CO2 is just naturally a little bit more thick. And so I have it burned at like the middle heat setting. So you get the best draw that way.
Best draw and flavor combination. Mm-hmm. Yo. So like it kind of does taste like that, the Bubba tape.
That old school, that old school rope gum.
Yo, it's so good. It's so good. Like, I honestly, like, if I'm gonna be vaping, like, it's gotta taste great.
That's true.
You know what I mean? And some of those carts just hurt your nose.
100%. Like, it's most of the time it's because of the butane in there.
Yeah.
And it just like gives you that tight chest, you're coughing a lot. And so that's part of my spiel because I do pop-ups at dispensaries. And so I talk about Rove and how we're a little bit different from other brands. But people are always confused on why our cartridges are like $45 to $50, but it's because you're paying for what you get, and that's why we do all these deals around town where we do buy two get one, or buy one get one, or get a battery with purchase, because we want you to be able to get your hands on it, but also once you smoke Rove, it's kind of hard to go back because you smoke our cartridge and then you go to another brand. It's like you can tell. You can tell the difference. You can really tell. And some people are allergic to butane.
Yeah, I didn't know
so
that.
So they can immediately feel it, or they can tell, they can taste it when
whenever they're smoking a vape.
Yeah.
Yo, honestly, like if you're a flavor person, like these cartridges, they hit different. They really hit different.
And we use natural fruit terpenes in our black box cartridges, so we're literally extracting those fruit terps, putting it into there. So it's not no artificial flavoring either. It's like actual fruit terpenes that we're putting in. And then
because it does taste so fruity.
Yeah, but it's like
it's
actual
so sad.
fruits.
Yeah,
it's not like that fake stuff.
It's so satisfying. Like
it is.
The exhale is so
satisfying
smooth.
watching you roll that, by the way, because I'm about to put myself on blast. I've been in the cannabis industry for 4 to 5 years already. I've managed 2 dispensaries as well, and I still can't roll.
Yo,
I can pack a mean cone though.
Fucking right. Hey,
that's what I dab. I'm like, I dab and I like load the bomb.
Do you ever like infuse pre-rolls?
Oh hell yeah.
I put all my dabs in my pre-rolls.
That's solid.
Yeah.
I actually brought a Rove infused pre-roll too, if you wanted to.
Get the fuck out of here. Rove has infused pre-rolls?
Hell yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Okay, so Rove has black box cartridges, which is punch, the more fruity flavor profile. And then we have a couple different product lines, one of them being Featured Farms. And
that's my favorite. That's my favorite.
So like Ether Gardens, Matrix, like we're taking that flower and turning them straight into pen. So we're not putting anything into there. 100% cannabis terpenes, strain specific. And then we also do that same situation in pre-roll form. So it's literally
shit.
So it's not infused with concentrate. They're saying it's terpene infused, but they're in the 30s.
Yo, and terpene infused, so flavorful as fuck.
Yeah, limonene, cariolinolol.
Yo,
and they're little like half-gram baddies.
Featured Farms pre-rolls.
Featured Farms.
Let's go. Yo, I honestly just pubbed up the Featured Farms a couple weeks ago. I did an episode called the Wake and Bake Awards.
Okay, what the heck?
Yeah, it's my favorite. It's my favorite concentrates. Like it's my favorite cart, and
they're solid because we do live and cured in Featured Farms. The black box are all cured, but Featured Farms are live and cured resin.
So fucking good. Great multiplicity and selection at Rove. Yeah, you guys got it all. You guys got it all.
Yeah, we just, we have dabs too. We do diamonds out in California, and we just launched them here in Nevada like this week.
Rove diamonds?
There's a couple locations that carry our Rove diamonds, and it's a THCA diamond with a terp sauce. Terp sauce.
And the thing about it is, a lot of people don't know how long Rove has been running the game.
Oh yeah.
Like the industry's so new, but
we're not.
No, like you guys kind of have a bunch of it mastered already.
Yeah, we've been in the game since 2016. Started out in Cali, and now we're in 7 different states, over 500 dispensaries in the United States.
That's incredible.
So we are like the coverage is unreal.
Yeah, it's massive coverage. Like one of the best cannabis companies, making the best cartridges, and like I am so pumped to try this pre-roll.
It's intense though, so be prepared for that.
Let's be real, Journey, though. The company is only half the battle.
Yes.
You are a brand ambassador, which basically is a light way of putting you're the face of the franchise here in Vegas.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. Yeah. I am technically, I guess, one of the many faces, because we do have a lot of different BAs and account managers and sales reps and all that kind of things, but I do like to think of myself as one of the faces of Rove, especially because I'm at so many accounts in town. Hit it gently as well. They're kind of, they're meant to like.
Yeah.
Low
Emberton.
Yesterday I took, of the other half gram, I took 2 hits of it and I was like, oh, I'm good. Oh. Like they pack a punch for sure.
Holy shit.
And that one's Tangy by Fleur.
I have never tasted a joint like this. That is insane.
This is good too.
Yo, this is turp boosted. What the hell is going on? We got limonene and cario and linalool.
So we got
it all.
We got it all.
What a profile.
That's actually 2 of my top 3 favorite terpenes too. I like limonene, cario, and then a little bit of myrcene.
Really?
Because I like that balance.
What about the linalool? It's
also
rare.
linalool, yeah. Because that lavendery kind of vibe that it has.
Floral.
For sure. Just kind of like mellow.
So smooth.
Like that. But yeah, going back to the whole face of growth thing, I think that's very, very true, especially because a lot of people already know about who we are. But people from out of town will walk in, and it's the first time they're ever hearing of growth. And so I'm like, well, great. You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad you're seeing me. I'd love to teach you everything you want to know about it. And so it's a lot of fun. And I've been doing it for about a year and a half. And now I'm a lead brand ambassador, and I do the scheduling for pop-ups, and I do the training. And
you schedule that shit too?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm very busy.
Yeah, your plate is full.
Busy. And I'm also a mother, so I have an almost 6-year-old daughter as well.
Yo, I didn't even know that. That's amazing. Yeah. What's her name?
Her name is Emmeline Marie Kuupulehivo Kaupionalani Naukamalaikini.
Oh, I love her.
Me too. Emmeline. Yeah.
Emmeline.
Yeah, I was like, let me fucking show you.
I need to meet her sometime.
That's my kiddo.
Oh my goodness. She is gorgeous.
See. It's her birthday actually on Monday. It's Friday right now.
Yo!
It's her birthday on Monday.
Let's go. That's huge. Sunday is Marnie Montroy.
I love her.
Yeah, you got. I
Sunday, June 19th.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool. And also, my mom's name is Marnie, so that's a very weird, universal,
triangular.
Yeah. My birthday was last month, and my mom Marnie's birthday. So we're all just a bunch of Geminis, and I love that for us.
Gemini squad. Let's go. I'm just a Sag. But yo, I just wanted to say, like, there's something so I used to set up a booth too. And there's this thing that I like to call booth charisma. And it's like if you walk around a bunch of booths, a majority of them will stand and wait.
Yes.
You know, but there is this and you literally embody this like characteristic perfectly. This booth charisma. You make people you magnetize people in.
Yeah.
How lucky could Rove be? Like, do you love your job as much as you seem like
I do, yeah.
It's incredible.
And I'm like, I feel like I'm just naturally a happier person. And I'm just like, I've been through a lot of crazy things in my life. And so I'm just super grateful to be able to be with a company that loves me and like treats me like I'm a part of the family, because we're all one huge family, and it's nice to be able to make people feel that love, because I genuinely put every step that I make in my life is led with love, and just kindness is free, good energy is free. I say that all the time, and if you know me already, you already know that I'm always preaching about the fact that it takes zero energy to be a good person, but it takes a lot of energy to be a bad one, and also you're spreading that bad energy onto multiple people, because misery loves company, and I just don't think that that's fair to anybody else. You know what I mean?
It's contagious.
So it is, and so I like that.
You're among the highest caliber of the moral envoy, if you will, because you can receive everybody. If you're doing it right, it's got haters. You know, everybody has trials.
Yeah.
But you turn all of your trials into positivity.
Yes.
Like, that is so difficult to do, because it's contagious. You can let that shit turn into hate,
That's so true.
and then hate turns into hate, turns into hate.
But that only is, like, hurting you.
That's all,
at the end of the day. So, what's the point?
Exactly.
So I tell my daughter that all the time, like, stop stressing about the things that you can't control. I say that all the time, too, because I'm like, what's the point of putting that energy towards something that's not going to benefit you? And also, you're putting your energy towards thinking about what someone else is going to say, or how someone's going to respond, or what they did to you. But you can't control what they're doing to you. All you can do is control on how you react to what they do.
Damn straight.
And so, as long as you have good intentions, and you have self-respect, and also respect for other people, even if they're strangers, which is like you just should be
Yeah.
kind to people.
Yeah.
And so
Give them the benefit of the doubt.
and I like talking to people. And so when they come into a dispensary, I'm automatically like, "What's up?"
Yeah.
Welcome
They're
in.
coming to buy weed.
Yeah, and I'm like, now we're gonna talk about your grandkids. I don't know. We're gonna talk about like the fact that it's always
Your
the tribal. They
grandkids.
talk about the tribal, and they're like, "What? Are you from Hawaii?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm from Hawaii."
Let's go.
And
That's
it's
so
like
awesome.
it's a conversation starter, but also like I just
Definitely.
love talking to people, and I'm always talking.
You can tell. That's kind of how we met. We just we keep seeing each other at all these unbelievable industry events, and like I just get this like emanating like spark of energy when I see you.
Are you sparking your journey when you see me?
Always.
Spark the journey.
Always. Spark the journey. This episode indeed is brought to you by this wonderful like piece of art and the artist that's a piece of art within herself.
Thanks.
I mean,
You too.
this is my new favorite piece right here. It's a beautiful little dab, and like you gotta rep the squad. Go grab yourself a dab medallion. These things are
Dab
beautiful.
medallion.
Yeah,
I like that. I'm like, that's a lot better name. I call them pendies.
pendies.
Yeah, pendies.
Hey, dab
Dab
pendies.
medallion. He said, wow.
I kind of just thought, I don't know.
I like that.
I don't know.
I like that.
Maybe it's pretty good. Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah. All right. Yo, I did want to ask generally, though, because you are definitely amongst the industry elite, the cannabis industry elite.
Oh, man. We got a club.
Well, like, I mean, yeah, it's
We're all
definitely
elite, but
kind of an exclusive, you're amongst an exclusive amount of individuals who has a great influence on the industry.
Yeah.
Your journey,
Including yourself.
oh, hey, thank you. Your journey started somewhere. Like into...
It did. Straight out the womb.
Yeah, straight out the womb. And like, your mama didn't know, but she was creating a legendary stoner. A legendary stoner. You tell her that whenever you're born, she's like, but yo, look at
That's
you.
on Fuck Yeah Friday.
Yo, who couldn't be
Man.
proud of you?
That's so sweet.
How did your cannabis journey begin?
That's a really good question. So I'm from Maui originally, and so I grew up in the islands. I grew up off-grid a lot of my life, and like also not off-grid, and so I was just surrounded by the plant, and it was always kind of looked at as a medicine. But at that time, no one in my life really knew a lot about. Well, maybe they did, but we weren't talking about it necessarily, about like terpene profiles and like more so like all the ins and outs of the medicinal benefits and like all those sort of things. And so my life has always been surrounded by kind of like cannabis use and it being normalized. It's still not recreationally legal in Hawaii. It's medicinally legal, but my family smokes. I've smoked with my grandmas and my aunts and my uncles and my cousins, and my grandma currently is a full blown pothead right now.
Let's go.
She's lovely as fuck. Yeah, she's in Oahu actually. One of them.
Oh
yeah.
my
goodness. My other grandma's in Maui. Yeah.
But you grew up in Maui.
I grew up in Maui, Oahu, and Kauai. Actually, I lived in all three of them, like in separately.
Fucking yo.
I also lived in Alaska for a year.
Yo, the journey.
The actual
journey of journey.
My mom literally like cursed me from the get. She was like, "Your name's Journey. You're gonna be
fated for an epic journey."
Yeah, it's been epic for sure.
It's savage to me to hear that because like you seem like you have the network that you grew up here. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you seem like you have the network as if you were, like, people for so long.
The craziest thing about that is that I feel like my, like, real networking jump from, like, where it actually even started was honestly, like, a year ago. It's been only, like, a year of me meeting people and building these connections. And I managed a dispensary in Alaska for a year, and that's where my cannabis industry experience started.
In Alaska.
Was in Anchorage, Alaska. Of the cannabis industry in Vegas yet, because I had not been working for them. I have been smoking consistently since I was in Maui. But now that it's legal, I was up in Anchorage, and it's legal up in Anchorage, and not a lot of people know that. And also, I drove up there. And back,
What?
which is also separately crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, a little also crazy. But yeah, I got hired as a bartender, and within a month, I was managing the dispensary too. So I was like the youngest person in the building. I was
Holy shit.
Yeah, vertically integrated too. So grow and manufacturing and production lab upstairs, dispensary downstairs.
Oh my goodness.
It was like a fortress. Kind of like Shango, I guess, right? Because Shango does their cultivating, manufacturing all upstairs too. So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
But you were doing it in Alaska.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah. It's
Holy
so funny
shit.
because when I say that I lived in Alaska or I drove to Alaska, people are like, you can drive to Alaska? And I'm like,
Do you have to go through Canada?
yes.
Wow.
Yes. You'd be surprised though how many people are like, you can actually drive there.
That's no, I didn't know until I thought about it. When you said it, I thought about
continent.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
I thought it was disconnected, but there's that like up and around
That big
route.
piece of land.
Yo.
that is Canada.
Was that fun?
It was awesome, honestly.
Yeah.
I had a really good experience, and I saw a lot of animals, and Canada's beautiful. Like, I drove through British Columbia and like the Yukon Territory, and like had to cross the border and like that whole thing, and so it was just
so many
an
terrains.
experience. Yes, like it was snowy, it was kind of cold, and then some places were just green. There's so many lakes also in Canada, so it's just like there's bodies of water, and then you're in the deep mountains, and then you're like by a freeway, and then you're in the deep mountains again, and then there's no service for like 3 hours. Like, it's literally like gas stations are like far and few in between.
I haven't.
Okay, so I've only been like in and out. Basically.
Yeah, like through.
But yeah, it was the gas. The gas pumps there, you pump your gas and then you go in and pay after the fact. And you like tell them what it read or whatever.
Oh my goodness.
Like, you literally pull up, you fill whatever you want with gas, and then you're expected to go inside and pay for it.
Oh my goodness.
And so
they're so trusting.
Obviously,
That's
I paid for it every time, but I guess they're just so, that's just how they are. But also, I think if you drive away from a pump without paying for it, they take a picture of your license plate and like fine the hell out of you, which is like great. You would hope that it was like being monitored, because that's crazy.
Yeah,
Which I thought is also also very interesting.
But you cannot drive to Hawaii, correct?
No, absolutely not. You gotta paddle some of it. You gotta paddle some of it.
You gotta paddle for days?
Not days. It's gonna be longer than days.
That would be
like
forever.
In a single man canoe, you would be paddling for, he said days.
Has someone ever done that?
Oh my gosh, I don't know, but I'm gonna Google it later.
That is funny idea.
I'll text you about it later.
Yo, but I need to hear a little bit about the culture in Hawaii, in Maui, because such a rich cannabis culture.
Yeah.
That is, like, that's incredible.
It is. And I grew up with, like, a lot of it being all my family's homegrown stuff.
Oh,
but it's
goodness.
like, we got gardens outside, and it's an outdoor grow.
Oh,
and it's like this
delicious
beautiful green, like
Hawaii sun grown.
Man, it's gorgeous. My dad has like 5 different strains right now. I'm like, don't come for him.
Any Maui crosses? Like Maui Wowie?
Yeah,
the original?
Of course, Maui Wowie. They got a couple different like land races, but exactly strain names.
Actual land races?
For sure. Yeah.
That's insane,
it's
honestly.
Awesome. But they do a lot of like cross genetics down there. Like, they're definitely doing like watermelon Skittles and gelato and blueberry yummy or whatever. They're doing all kinds of things out there.
They're doing it all.
All the hybrids, but
that was the beginning of a lot of genetics.
Yes.
Though.
Yeah.
Like, you'll find a lot of Hawaiian genetics in our market, because they don't. I mean, we don't have. I don't think America has any indigenous land races.
Yeah. Well, I feel like maybe I think Alaska Thunderfuck.
Alaskan Thunderfuck.
And like Matanuska Thunderfuck.
Okay.
Those are all originated from, right?
Yeah, no, 100%.
Unless ATF is a blend of other. I think it might be a land race.
I think you're right, 100%.
That might be a land race.
But like, that's so weird that Alaska and Hawaii.
Yeah.
I don't know any other ones. They're not traveling.
Maybe Washington has. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
We gotta.
That's some good questions.
Yeah.
Stoner thoughts are like,
but
our wake and bake.
Our wake and bake. But yo, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you rolling through and waking baking with me. I'm fucking so hyped.
You're also equally as amazing, and I'm so happy that you invited me on here.
This won't be the last, I hope.
I hope not.
I know it's early as fuck, but I'm gonna bother
busy,
you.
But you just send me a Google Calendar invite and we'll be good.
Damn straight.
I'm just kidding.
Damn straight. I'll be texting you.
Look at these beautiful spoons, though.
Hey,
I
yes.
want to talk about you and your adventure. Shoot.
Yo, they get the
Your
roll
journey.
gang. Yeah, that.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we fucking,
Roll
we
gang.
roll up dimes every time, every day, every morning at
Every
8 a.m.
morning.
It's nuts.
That's so amazing. He does this at 8 a.m.
Yeah, every weekday
That
morning,
is
Monday
admirable.
through Friday.
That is huge, and that
Hey.
takes a lot of commitment and effort, and you should
I
be proud.
appreciate
You
it.
should be proud of yourself because you're doing
I
a
am.
thing. You see all these dispensaries on?
Yeah.
You're amazing.
We're
Yes.
Yo, I mean,
Yes.
you and I, they say a high tide
Entrepreneur.
raises all ships.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, a tide is definitely raising for our
and we are
industry.
pretty high, so
Definitely
we'll get
pretty
us
high.
there. We'll ride us there for sure. We'll ride that current.
That was so quick. Yo, I'm dead. We are high. Let's go. But before we sign off here, I have this last quick segment.
Ooh.
It's called Quick Rips.
Oh no.
Yep.
Is it like a trivia?
No, it's 5 rapid fire questions. They're open ended, like little industry like favorites. Maybe not industry favorites. I don't know. We'll see. And yeah, just don't think about them too much. You know what I mean? Just like fire them off.
Okay.
You ready?
Possibly.
All right.
Shit.
Yo, Quick Rips with Journey. Let's get into it, baby. Favorite Rove flavor.
Ooh, punch.
Yeah.
Like cartridge wise, like strain.
Give me like your, cause you dab.
Yeah.
Dude,
I like citrus.
yeah.
I like citrusy.
That's one of the
If
questions.
that's going to be a question, number one
Terpene.
shirt, limonene. I literally
Limonene.
have a shirt that I bought from Jade Dispensary, and it's by another local artist that does hand pressed shirts, and it says limonene on it. It's a black shirt with limonene.
That is so yo.
So fly.
I've had-
Next event, catch me wearing that shirt.
We've had a ton of terpinolene,
Yeah.
a couple myrcenes, but limonene is so slept on. I'm so
It's
glad you said
slept
that.
on. A lot of people sleep on it.
You're the first one that
Wow,
called it out.
That's surprising. Out of
Surprising.
95 episodes
90. Well, I mean,
of yourself.
I'd say maybe
and
15 guests.
Oh,
maybe.
shoot, okay.
I asked them their favorite
That's a good
terps,
amount of people.
and for limonene to have been held out, you're the first draft
That's the
pick.
first one.
And honestly,
It's
it's
terpinolene most of the time?
terpinolene.
What?
Like I'd say 90%.
Wow.
It's ridiculous. I don't know.
Most of the time, I actually end up steering clear of terpinolene.
Yeah, it's like caffeine. It's like definitely
I also like that. But I like that limonene just like, it just
It's
hits you different.
similar
Right.
but more smooth.
More smooth. And it also tastes really good. Whenever I have limonene, I know I'm going to enjoy it. It's going to be chef's kiss.
Yeah, no doubt.
Sorry, I answered 2.
Yo.
I was a twofer.
No,
I
I
answered 2 questions in one. It was a twofer.
It was a really good one though. I
Yes, it is.
appreciate the limonene. All right, favorite consumption method?
Dabs.
Dabs all day. Do you have
Dabs.
rigs or
I actually, so both. So I use my honey badger pretty
honey
consistently.
badger?
Shout out to honey badger.
Fuck
But yeah, I use my honey badger pretty consistently, probably the most often. Rig dab hits though, they definitely hit different. A nectar collector dab is usually different from a temp control
It is.
rig. I need
Whenever
to get
you
a
have
temp
a-
control so
Yep.
I need
Temp
to do that.
control the bowl, hit it perfect temp.
Yeah.
That's your favorite consumption
For
method?
sure.
Oh,
What's
so
yours?
good. I like joints, but yo, I can't turn down an awesome dab.
Joints? Oh, so joints
Like-
are your number one?
Yeah.
Okay,
oh,
I know a
smoke,
good amount
I
of
smoke
people.
like
I know.
6 or 7 joints a day, probably.
Well,
Yeah.
no shit, if I could roll, I'd be
Yeah,
busting
roll
them
'em
out.
up.
I
Yeah,
cannot
fuck
roll.
yeah.
You gotta teach me.
Yeah, we'll get that
Teach
going.
me so I can finally use my spoon
Yeah.
for
fucking
rolling.
right.
Yeah.
All right, so your favorite TV series?
Wow, that okay. I know it's
I
supposed
need
to
a
be
plug.
quick fire,
I
but I'm
watch
like
this.
I Love TV shows. Okay, well,
It's tough.
my life was revolved around freaking Grey's Anatomy. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say it.
Wow,
That's definitely,
Grey's.
it's one of my, like, top 3. Like, I could rewatch any episode of Grey's Anatomy and be cool. Like,
Love
watch it, just whatever. I also really like those, like teenage, like, vampire shows and shit like that. Like, there's,
Teen Wolf?
The Vampire Diaries, no, and then Originals, and...
No, that's it. No.
Also, The Circle has been, like, snatching my soul recently. I don't know if you watch The Circle.
The Circle's juicy.
Okay, it's juicy.
It's
And it's just interesting.
It is.
And there's catfish, and it's just like, what? It's a lot.
It is.
But I make content on TikTok, so I'm like, that's something that I'm like, I couldn't imagine someone coming behind a screen after all these, like, things that you're saying and posting pictures, and all of a sudden it's their mom. You know what I mean? Like, or their son.
Oh shit.
Sorry.
No, you're right.
That
It is
was
juicy.
long, drawn out.
No, I watch it too. I love that show.
The Circle's fire.
It's
It is.
straight crack. Juice.
It is.
All right, this one's gonna be my favorite question. I think.
Okay.
If you could have a sesh with anyone in human history, alive or dead, who would you sit and smoke some dabs with?
Wow. This is gonna sound really heavy.
No,
So
I
I'm gonna say my actual number 1 person of all time I would sit down and smoke with. But also like a good celebrity answer for just, you know, shits and giggles. So of all time, as like my cousin passed away when I was super young, and we didn't get to say goodbye and all of that. So I have this, like, if I got to choose one person to see again, it'd be to have a long ass conversation with him and smoke a freaking fat dab.
A fat dab.
The fattest dab of
What's his name?
His name is Keelan.
Keelan.
Yeah.
Keelan,
Shout
yo.
out to him. I love him.
Major shout out.
Yeah.
This episode definitely in his
That's so
remembrance.
sweet. Yeah.
Absolutely.
We lit a couple up for Keelan. We didn't know it. I know
Yeah.
it, but
Now
you do.
I
you do.
Now I do, for sure. No doubt.
And then of all time, shoot, that's a hard one to think about, like, alive or dead. Like,
I know,
the
all time.
possibilities are
Sky the Stoner said a
endless.
caveman. I was like, what? Like, immediately.
That just completely blew my mind.
I know, it blew mine too.
Because they obviously have no idea what any of this probably.
I know.
Or like that.
He's like, what
Wow. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Like, you're a wizard. You're
Yeah.
literally a wizard.
Yeah.
I think it would be cool to, like, dab up with Bob Marley, because dabs were probably not really a thing, right?
Marley would love a dab.
Man.
He would love a perfect
I just want to
terpy
mind
dab.
blow, like, such an
Bob
iconic,
Marley.
powerful fucking person like that.
Yo,
And
imagine his
also,
reaction.
fucking Amy Winehouse, bruh. I know these are
Yeah.
random answers, but I'm
No,
like,
that'd be good
music
too.
is my life, so I'm like, these artists, like, to be to smoke with them and all that, like, figure out what the hell happened, type shit.
Just sing something
Man.
for me. Just
Yeah.
sing something. That's
Yeah.
what we'd be smoking. Just sing.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sing some Valerie to me. Let's go.
Send it.
Full send.
Yo. You fucking crushed the quick rips.
Did I?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
No, you nailed it.
Weirdest answers.
No, they were great, and they were thought out. Like, you think quick. You have high processing ability. Journey. You
It's
definitely
anxiousness
do.
in me.
Yeah.
Just-
Yo, no, it's
totally kidding.
it's the charisma and the passion, and I'm just so hyped. I'm just so hyped that you brought it. You brought it, and I'm so thankful that you did. Yo,
You're so sweet.
so pumped,
I appreciate you
Journey.
having me.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yes,
run this back. You're too
Yes.
smooth. I'm gonna be.
I'm
hitting
so
you up.
lit too. I'm like, you gotta edit, chop this. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
It's
make it.
live.
I have to make a reel. I have to condense it to 1 minute.
Put a filter on.
How
me.
the fuck am I gonna do that?
But yeah, also follow me on TikTok. I know you guys are on, like, Instagram and all those things, but I also make the TikToks.
Yes. What's your TikTok handle?
Journey, bro.
Journey Bra, two
Yeah.
H's.
Yeah, consistent.
Yo,
Journey.
you
bro.
keep it copacetic.
Yeah. It's also my Snapchat.
Journey
but
Bra.
yeah.
Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. Yo, hit her with the trifecta. Because really, truly, like, I mean, just one of the industry's greatest. And